While I was actively scrolling down the newsfeed of the week, the headlines read Babu Owino amazes Kenyans with third pass. Nyeri gets land share of 2.9 billion coffee. Next. March against pesticides in Nyeri. Again with farmers. When I scrolled down, the word actress caught my attention. So I scrolled back. Kenyan actress leads women in Nyeri protests. Looking up to read the headline again, it read March against femicide in Nyeri, not pesticide. I read it wrong the first time. My apologies. Women definitely are not pests that you can just get rid of. Catherine Kamau, or Kit actress, led a demonstration against femicide in Nyeri. I'll admit, if it was not for Kit actress, most people, including myself, probably would not have received the news promptly. She arrived on the scene and was instrumental in steering this problem towards the attention of the country. Kudos to Kate and all her zealous efforts. But is it not 2024? Why does our placards and banners still read, say no to blank, don't blank and blank, stop blank blank blank? Are these the best choice of words to sell a movement? Do verbs still work? I don't know. That's why I task myself to understand these things. Over the years, I have learned something profound. The greater the violation, the more subtle the slogan gets. If you want to avoid a 9-day wonder, take for example, I have a dream. Black Lives Matter. Me too. Or who is John Galt? Try to look at it this way. Most of us have a rebellious nature, either dormant or active, that started when we were kids. Do you remember a time when you wanted to experience something and an authority like your mom told you not to do it? What did you do? Get away from the stove or you'll get burnt. Stop playing with the water or you'll get sick. Remove that hand from your PP or you'll get addicted. The rebellion got even stronger when we became teenagers. Stop hanging out with that group. Don't stay out too late. Don't come back home drunk. We have all disappointed our parents at some point in our lives, and we should all blame it on poor communication. Instead of speaking to and leveraging our rebellious nature, they antagonized it. Because all we ever wanted was a sense of control. So, to avoid femicide or any other abusive relationship, whether coming from the man or woman, you have to learn to exercise control either by one, leaving the relationship. Yes, walking away is a form of control. Or if you want to protect yourself from further abuse, refrain from using these 3 words: stop, don't, and no. Stop, don't, no are the words that you need to remove from your vocabulary if you want to stay safe. Because when used against your antagonist, those 3 words have a powerful effect of activating the rebellious part of the brain responsible for aggressiveness and dominance. A lion awakens. So, when a victim cries out, stop, don't, no, the lion hears, no, don't, stop, no, don't stop, no, don't stop, like a chant. It's like reverse psychology. But that's a domestic approach, the sum of the parts. What about the whole? How do you convince the mental cases, the killers, that the best way to exercise their power and control is by not killing anyone anymore? Talk about a big question. That's like convincing traffic police the best way to exercise authority and power is by, wait for it, stop taking bribes. And by now, we can't call it a bribe when they receive a 50 bob tip every morning. That's a service charge. If you take it away, there will be a police strike the next day. A hyena and a leopard both have spotted skin, but one of them is respected because of their symmetrical shape, their elegant name, and their hunting skills. The other one has a big belly. Their name means nothing, and they have the strongest teeth, which has its own nickname, Serikal. But what surprises me about freaky killings like femicide is that some parts are missing from these stories. For instance, we hardly get to know backgrounds of these killers, leaving little room for empathy on their side. Cause hurt people hurt people. I would have liked to understand where their anger and frustrations came from to get the whole story fit neatly into a familiar narrative. Make it more yummy, juicy, more palatable. Or to the very least, Kate actress could have mentioned one, two, or three names of the victims and their anecdotes on top of her head, just to show how invested she is and how much she cares. Enough to also make us care.